What's going on, guys? This is Love from Love, Life, in the Game coming at you guys with another reaction video. And today I came across this video where Anton Daniels is he's on a live stream with Fat Man Scoop, and there's a young African American lady on here who he's basically trying to explain to both Fat Man Scoop and their guest, the purpose of what a black woman's role is in a relationship. And you're going to see the, I hate to say it, but you're going to see it. You're going to see the angry black woman come out from this sister who uh, basically had a lot of pushback on everything Anton was saying. So I'm going to get into it. You guys hit, check the video out, and please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I really enjoy bringing you guys this kind of content. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Oh, it ain't. But it's not. But Scoop, no. I gotta interrupt you, Scoop. And the problem that the reason why I gotta interrupt you, Scoop, is because that's the way guys get finessed in the first place, right? Listen, you giving me something that's readily available at any time, and it's plentiful out here, right? She not special. Her pussy is not any more unique. Her mouth is not any more unique than any other chick.
Look at the facial expressions. I mean, you already see what's coming. You already see what's coming. And see this, and you can just tell by the look on her face. And a lot of black women think this as well. Let me just, so I won't get make it seem like I'm singling out black women, but a lot of women think that their vagina or their face is more special than the other women that are out there, and they walk around with it, as if they're the only ones on the planet who have a vagina that they can just throw in the air and it just turns into sunshine, and that they're special. That's not the case. You can see how triggered she's getting.
That you can find out here on the street. She's not special. And see, and the problem is that dudes is putting these hoes on a pedestal, feeling like they better than what they really are, when her body is not even the thing that you can get the most out of her. Actually, my philosophy is, and the reason why I try to tell these dudes to think about it a little bit differently in the dick discipline, is because she gonna give you her body anyway, right? Hold on, Scoop. The pussy come with it. The pussy come with it. It's coming anyway. Listen, everything that she got, she gonna give you anyway. But that ain't what I'm looking for from her, because she gonna come with that. Hold on, let me finish. The most valuable thing that she can give is her submission, and the reason for that is because I'm not trying to contain you just for your pussy. I'm trying to unleash you so I can leverage what's great about you to go and get more resources, to go and connect me with the people that I need to be connected with, in order for her to get in certain rooms that I otherwise would not have got in the first place. See, it's a reason why guys that get married are more successful than guys that's not. It's a fact. Hold on, Scoop. Hold on. Let me cook. And it's not because they value the woman and her body any more than any other guy. It's because they know how to look at marriage and the woman from a business perspective, and then leverage and utilize what it is that she has to go and bring more resources. And that's why black women are failing, because they don't understand and look at themselves any more than what it is that they can get out of a man. Instead, they should be pouring into men and starting to add value into them, understanding hold on, wait.
This lady made about 50 different faces in less than a minute. But it all came out when Anton basically said, he got to the part of where he's trying to explain what a woman's purpose is. And he's speaking straight facts. Women are supposed to, your purpose is to pour into a man. It's not to see what you can get from him, because you're going to get the best from him when you pour into him. And they say that's what a lot of y'all don't understand, or I'll even go as far as saying many of y'all don't care to understand, because In this modern era, y'all are so consumed with being a freaking boss babe, that you value, or you tie the value of men to a dollar sign, which is why most of you will not date a man who makes less than you. And if you make more than, if you in relationships with a situation where you're the one who's the breadwinner, you guys want to wear the pants, and you don't even respect those dudes. Those relationships never work out anyway. So notice how triggered she got when Anton was talking about what a woman's purpose is as far as pouring into a man. But let's continue.
They gotta look at the guy. Listen. Any smart black woman would look at the guy and try to figure out how they can add value into his life.
I agree. I agree.
Because she's largely going to be the beneficiary of his greatness.
Exactly.
When I become great, right? The more money I make, who you think drive the cars? Who you think doing the majority of the shopping? Who you think is taking the first class trips? And so black women are behind the 8 ball because they've been taught, and they're taking advice from other black women on how to finesse guys, but they're not looking at it from the long-term view. The problem with black women largely is because they value themselves based off of their body and not valuing themselves based off of the value that they can add into a man. Because if they was looking at that, then they'd be also focused on what it is that they can do from a body perspective, physical, adding value, networking more effectively, how it is that they can use their femininity in order to get more out of the people that's around them. And then they become the beneficiaries of the guys that they add value to. But because they reduce themselves down to their pussy and their mouth, and because guys only look at them for what it is that they can get out of them from their pussy and their mouth, A, guys don't have the level of dick discipline to really be able to tame a woman the way they need. And B, these women think that they for everybody, which they then disclude themselves from the best available dudes that's out here that can then put them in a position to be great. Women need to be used. Women need to submit. And then when they do, they truly operate in their purpose and they get the most out of life.
Wow.
Their value.
Look at how and this is a problem in the black community, especially with our women. Look at how triggered she got when Antoine said the word submit. Why is it that you're the only women on the planet who have an issue with submission? I don't think it's a coincidence that because you're for the most part, you're the women on this planet. You're the only women on this planet who have the biggest issue with submitting to your man. But you're by simultaneously, you're also the least married. I don't think that is a coincidence.
Your value is largely tied to how it is that you can pour into people and not what you can get out of them. And that's what women don't understand.
Let me stop. No. Hold on, because I want to finish what I was saying. Before, hold on, listen.
And this is another problem. Look at how she already has a rebuttal. This whole time, she has not been listening to understand. She's listening to respond. Never mind the fact that what he said was straight facts. She's glossing over that. She already has a rebuttal. She's not listening to understand. She's listening to respond. And that's a problem.
I want to finish what I was saying before and move to the left so we can see your face, because we only see half your face. No, move to the left so we can see your face. So let me
hold on. What's your name, baby girl? What's your name?
Let me go back.
What's your name?
Nunu.
Hey, Nunu, let me tell you something. You said that you ain't got nothing going on. I can make you great.
Who said I didn't have nothing going on?
Listen. You said that you didn't. No. Listen. You said that you didn't have a roster.
I don't want a roster.
I agree with you. You shouldn't have one. But I'm trying to tell you that when you align yourself with people like me, I can make you great.
See, but my problem
I can make you more than you ever thought that you could ever be in your entire life.
You generalize it to black women like there aren't all women like that. That's my first problem. My second problem is, how can you sit here and say like all we can bring to the table is, or what we trying to bring to the table is our mouth and coochie? First,
see, that's a deflection. Notice how she said, why is he generalizing black women as if they're the only women on the planet who do it? The point is, on a balance of averages, most women outside of the African American community do not operate this way. You know how we know that? Because they have the one thing that most of y'all don't. They have a husband. They're doing the one thing that most of you guys are not. They're not going home to an empty bed. You know why? Because they don't have a problem with submission. That's the difference. And you notice how black women always want to, use these anecdotal experiences was in um where they'll she's I know she's trying to basically credit to herself to say like uh she's not like that, or you know others, there's women in other races that act like that. Yeah, but it's the minority. It's not that is not the standard. That's not the norm, and that's the difference. But let's continue.
So let's talk about it. Right now, y'all men are in this soft girl era. Y'all want us to submit, but don't bring nothing to the table,
Okay,
which is why
I
most of
agree
our
with
women
that.
right now,
Let's agree.
which is
I
why
agree
most
with that.
women right now are looking and playing y'all like we're the men right now. Y'all, there's
That's
a
half of the
lot of men
problem.
right.
That's half of the
There's
problem.
very few
That's
men
half
that
of the
think.
problem.
No, for real. There's very few men who think in the level that you think of, like, oh, I can make you better. Right now,
But the problem is that you looking at the majority. You looking at the majority.
You just did. No, you just looked at the majority. So all women are like this. Black women are failing because of this.
We already established that you know how to identify the difference between a simple trick and a real.
You see, what are the things that she's not looking at? Notice how she said that most men are not in a position to where that a woman should submit to them in the first place. You know what she didn't say? She called him soft. Uh, she's not talking about why they're soft and how they got there. Well, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of men today have grown up without their fathers, just like the women. We have these broken families where you have a lot of independent women who don't think they need a man. They'll have a baby, but they don't think they need a father. They don't need a man in the house to help raise the kid. They don't believe in the nuclear family anymore. So what is that doing? It's creating an entire generation of, I gotta say it, simps, men who are soft. Because I don't care how independent as a black woman you think you are, you cannot be mommy and daddy. You cannot teach a man how to be a man, not the way that a man can teach a man how to be a man. Men need their fathers. And guess what? So do their daughters. Let's continue.
Real do, right?
You said what?
We already established that you know how to identify the difference between a simp, a trick, and a real dude, right? So why you even having conversations with dudes that don't fit into what it is that you need?
Exactly.
I'm not having conversations with dudes. These men are coming to me. I'm not bothering you. You're coming in my space.
And they supposed to. Listen, just because they're supposed to, it don't mean that you're supposed to entertain it. What I'm telling you is that I'm talking about the majority of women. And the majority of women, when given the option
and said black women are failing.
You know,
and I'm trying to understand where
you know how I know. I'm
trying to understand where you got that from, and what statistic
I got it from the fact that the majority of black women.
Are you just mad because black women are not doing what y'all asked? But to us, y'all aren't bringing shit to the table for us to do what y'all ask.
Every person that works for me is a black woman. Everybody do what I ask. What are you talking about?
See,
listen, baby girl. Let me kick it with her, baby girl. Listen.
Don't baby girl me. I'm a grown ass woman. Don't baby girl me.
Wow. See, that's that attitude.
Not an attitude.
It's that attitude.
It's not an attitude.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't like certain words.
And see, guys, this is why black women, on a balance of averages, are not being married at the rate that every other women of other cultures are getting married. You guys are the least married, and this is exactly why. You have such a problem with submission. You want to come with all this baggage, all this attitude, and expect us to take you as you are, all your flaws and all that kind of stuff. No, we don't have to. And this is why you're seeing more black men date outside their race. You can't even use the whole snow bunny. You can't use that. You just hate. You hate yourself because otherwise you would marry a woman who looks like you. No, men don't want a headache. Black men do not want to be with a woman who is going to be a headache. We don't want someone we have to quarrel with and argue with. We don't want to hear your damn mouth. That's why black men are going to date outside the race, because women understand this. Women outside of the African American community, they're not coming with all this anger, all of this, this attitude and all this stuff. They're feminine, they're fit, and they're friendly. This is what black men want. This is what every man on the planet wants. No man wants to be with a woman who's full of sass and attitude and all this BS. We don't want a woman who's going to be talking back to us, and acting all crazy, cocking your neck, and you don't want to do the things that within your gender role. Yes, within your gender roles that you're supposed to do. Gender roles exist for a reason. I don't want to hear this stuff about, oh, this is 2023. We're partners. We're equal. No, we're not. We never have been and we never will be. You weren't put here to be our partners. You were put here to be a helpmate. That is why you are here. Every other woman and every other culture demographic understands this. And this is why they have no problem getting men and getting a husband, and you do. I'm sorry, and you don't. So, I mean, you can get mad. You can cock your nose. I mean, cock your neck, and do all this stuff with attitude and disagree all you want to. The one thing you cannot disagree with is the facts. So, if our families are going to be put back together, if you want to see black women start winning like every other woman of every other cultural demographic, you guys are going to have to learn your place. You're going to have to learn how to submit. You're going to have to learn how to honor and respect black men, period. This is a non-negotiable. So you can either get with the program, accept that, or you can kick rocks and basically buy a dog and die alone. Those are your options. Because men, especially black men, they've woken up. They're not even looking for you guys anymore. They're going overseas to find women. This is a direct result of, the way that it's basically, this is a result of how you guys are treating us, how you're acting. I mean, you can't keep turning men down and calling them trash and all this kind of stuff, and then expect men to just take it and just keep going through life without a response. You're literally seeing the response in real time. So, I mean, you're really not hurting us. You're hurting yourself by acting this way. That's all I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.